behave. Okay, so share screen. I hope that you'll be able to see it this time, and if you can't, please tell me. Because I know the one that I recorded earlier, nobody could see the document that I had up, which was the compensation plan. So I am going to do another video on that and try to figure out why you can see it. But hopefully you guys can all see this. Awesome, perfect. Okay, so this is the power of 3. So one thing, this was introduced to me when I first started. I feel that lately not a lot of people are talking about it, but when we first started, and Wanda, you could probably confirm that, we heard a lot about the power of 3 and how to build your business and how to make it grow. So you might hear that a little often. You'll see that a lot of people are going to talk about it. Krista has a great video that I can try to tag you in on the revolution, freedom revolution, but I'm pretty much going to say the same thing that she says in the video. So first thing that is really important to try to do, obviously, is take your products consistently. Take your products consistently every day. Take them at the right time, and you'll see results. If you're not consistent, so you don't take your products properly, then you're not seeing results. So if you're somebody that's not seeing any results, please contact us. It could be something that you're not taking properly, and there's often miscommunication. It's normal. It happens a lot with our customers ambassadors. We try to give them as much information as possible, but sometimes it gets lost in translation, and sometimes we don't take our products properly. So be consistent. That's really important. Second thing, now you want to try to get your products for free, and you want to try to build your business so you can get money. So the first rank is silver. So silver, you need to have 3 ambassadors. So these are your ambassadors here. So, and this is your level 1. This is how it works. So it's linear instead of binary. So if you ever heard of binary, it's not good. I've done binary and it's horrible. Binary is when they talk about right, left leg, and your right leg has to make so much money before your left leg, and then you may be able to make money. Otherwise, you don't make any money, even though you're selling and your representatives are selling. But this way, you make money no matter what, which is awesome. So your first level is this. So the first thing that we work with our ambassadors with is try to get them to silver. Now, I know a lot of you have heard me try to help you get to silver, say, oh my God, you need to get to silver if you can get 3 ambassadors. Oh my God, you have 2 ambassadors, you only need 1 more. Oh my God, you have 1, you only need 2 more. This is what I'm talking about. So getting 3 ambassadors to get to silver. Now, when you get to silver, you get $100 ranking bonus. Oops. So turn that here. So you get $100 ranking bonus. And plus the first month you'll get the ranking bonus, plus you'll get $25 signing bonus for each one. So right there you get $75 plus $100 ranking bonus. So you get $175 in your first month when you get your 3 ambassadors. So that already pays for your triplex the next month, and you get extra. So the reason why I keep saying the next month, if you haven't noticed already, is that once you start making money, you get paid the month after. So normally it's the 15th of the month. We always get paid before, but just keep the 15th in your head. That would be when we get paid, like the most long time would be the 15th. So now I can't remember where I was going. So yeah, so you get paid, so you get $25 signing bonus for each one. Now, the month after, say nothing has changed, you still have your 3 ambassadors. They buy for 100 PVs each, with triplex or similar combo, or you know, products that comes to 100 PVs minimum. Then you will not get the signing bonus the second month because you've already gotten it. You won't get the $100 ranking bonus, but now you're going to start getting your monthly residual income, which is awesome because that means you get it every month. So you'll get the pay points, which the pay points are 5 shares. So you get 5 points, which equals to like 5 shares. And each shares goes between like $3, maybe $3 or $3.50. It might be a little bit more too. I'm not good at the shares. Phil does all that. So I know the least amount that our shares have been in the last 2 years might have been $2.90, and it's always been between average $3 and $4, I think. So yeah, so let's just say $3. Let's say your pay points are $3. I can talk $3. So you'll get $15 here, US, $15 here for this one, and $15 there. So 3 times 15, that's $45 that you'll get automatically for just being silver every single month. When your ambassadors buy their triplex or something similar, you'll get that every month. So that's just pay points. The training that I did last week or the week before, I talked about the compensation. We talked a lot about commissions. This is something different. So you get your commissions, yes, but this is something that you get extra. So this is amazing. So now that you've got to silver and your upline has helped you gotten to silver, now you're going to duplicate that and help your 3 ambassadors become silver, because that's your main goal. You want your ambassadors to become silver, because that's how it's going to multiply, and you're going to end up ranking up and getting more pay points and getting more residual income, which makes us all more happier, and we just keep going so that we can get more money and help more people. So once you help them get their 3 so that they can become silver, they get the same thing, so they get $175 that month, and then you'll get your pay points for these 3 for that month that they became silver. However, for these 3, remember, when they first join, you do not get the pay points, but you'll get the signing bonus. So because you're the second level so this is the first level here to them, so they're going to get $25 signing bonus, and then you'll get $12.50, and so on. It keeps going up the ladder. So you could be your 3rd or 4th level that's signing up ambassadors, and you still get a signing bonus. It's going to be less, but you still get money from it, so that's great. So once they are silver, then you're going to get, if you look down here, your second level, so you have 9 now, 9 ambassadors just on your second level. So with 5 pay points each, now you're going to get $45 just with this. No, sorry, that's 45 points, sorry, 45 points. So now the first level, you still get your 15 points, right, because you have these 3 up here. So now with 45 plus 15 equals 60, let's say times $3, then you'll get $180. Now, if you've taught your first levels to do this, now your first levels are going to teach these second levels to become silver, and then it's going to keep going, so on, so on. So now you're going to have 27, because each of these ones are going to have 3 each. So become 27 ambassadors times the 5 pay points equals to 135 pay points altogether. Then you add these 2 up together, because you still have these also. Then it comes to $585 a month. You get this a month, and so on. So 81 for 324, you get $1,500 a month. 243, you get $3,700 a month. I'm rounding these off, I know. And then 6th level and so on, and then you get $14,679 a month. Can you imagine? Yes. And you know, it's funny because I was looking at this chart earlier, and I was kind of going through, and I was like trying to imagine myself when I first looked at this, and I thought to myself, okay, great, yeah, power 3, so I find 3, I become silver. Okay, I can do that. Now I got to help them to become silver. Okay, yeah, I think I can do that. Now I got to help them to become silver. And then I was looking, because you need about 20 ambassadors to become gold. And I remember thinking to myself, oh, that's a lot of ambassadors. Like when you think about how much levels it goes down, 20 seems a lot. But believe me, it took us 3 months to become gold. It was quick. The reason why it was so quick, we had 1 runner. That's it. The other ones were, you know, they were building their business, but they mainly wanted their products for free, and they weren't too sure. They're kind of dipping their toes, but they were still, you know, they were still qualified, and still getting their products for free. But we had one person that took off with it, and she built, and she wasn't stopping. And we were like, yay, 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 keep going. So it went really, really quick to be 20. But just to compare, just these 3 months alone, like just the summer, June, July, August, we got 14 ambassadors. So for us, our team, you guys, got 14 ambassadors. So it doesn't take much when you have people in your team, because it's not just you looking for those 20 ambassadors. These are people that you're helping, and then your ambassadors are helping other ambassadors, and just keeps going on and on and on, where you could be sitting at home and all of a sudden get an email and you got an ambassador, like happens often, and we're like, oh, we got a new ambassador. You know, it's funny because some of the ambassadors will tell us like way in advance, like, oh, you know, we're prospecting, we got this person, and we know it's coming, and a week or two will go by, and then they'll, oh my God, they're signing up right now, we know. But then we have a few of you that likes to surprise us. And I love it. I love both ways. I love knowing in advance, and I love the surprises. And then we get that email, and then we're like, oh my God, we got another ambassador. Those emails, any email that we get is really exciting. I find it so exciting that you get them, and then you don't even realize, because you're at home doing other things. You know, you could be doing other things with your family. I was on vacation some of the times when we got ambassadors. You could be doing other things and not even be thinking about it, and you're like giving information to help your team, but you're not focusing on them building their team, and then all of a sudden you get these emails. So it's really exciting. So it doesn't take long. Once you start building your business, and a lot of you are very motivated and you're getting there, and you're getting your ambassadors, it's not going to take long to get to gold and to continue on after that. So just remember to build to silver. So get your 3 ambassadors. If you're not silver yet, get your 3 ambassadors. It could be your sister, your cousin, your mother, your neighbor, your coworker, anybody. It could be your uncle, your brother, you know, your children if they're old enough and they want to do this. So it could be anybody, and I would strongly suggest to sit down and make a list. And that's what we did when we first started. We made a list of people that we thought could take the business, that we thought had a huge passion. We thought that would love, you know, that love helping people, and that may or may not have sales experience. Really, in this business, in Plexus, sales experience does not count. The ones that don't have sales experience are, you know, they're maximizing their benefits. Like they're doing so well. So you don't need to be a salesperson, believe me. What you need to do and what you need to be is you need to have that passion to help people and to put people first. That's what you need to be successful in this business. So even if you're a salesperson, if you have a tendency of putting people first and not money first, you're going to succeed very well in this business. So I'm trying to think, I was going to say something else about this now. Just like the post that I did today in our team page about, you know, when you're looking for ambassadors, you want to look for people that have your passion, that share your passion. And how do you find those people? Is by showing people or making people want what you have. So how do you do that? That's by posting. So a lot of people are asking, I'm doing that help me post list. I'm doing the suggestions every day, but you try to post things that people see and say, wow, I want to be like her, or wow, I want to do that. So you try to be very humble, and you try to show, you know, different things that you do with your family, things that you do because you have more energy, you know, what you're eating, that you're eating much healthier, you're exercising, you have motivation and energy to exercise now. Those are just examples, but it has to be about you. It has to be all about you. Those are the things that are going to attract people, and that's where you're going to find your ambassadors. Those are the people that are going to contact you and say, you know what, I want this and I want to do this, and I see how passionate and how much fun you're having and the gratification of helping people. That's what I want, and that's your ambassadors that are going to succeed. And within the 2 years that we've done it, those ambassadors are the ones that are still here and they're succeeding. You know, and the ones that are not here, it doesn't mean that they don't have that passion. It just means that it's not in their cards right now. We have a lot of ambassadors that are coming back, and that's awesome. People can, stop and then come back. But that's what you have to have, and that's what you want to look for. So just focus on those postings to try to attract people to you. There's some information on the Freedom Revolution on marketing, what's it called? Attraction marketing, which that's real important. So try to get people to come to you. And I guess that's the only thing I wanted to talk to you about is the power of 3. I could go on and on, but I'm trying to stop myself because I see it's already 8:56, and we do want Wanda to come on and tell us about her journey. So just to tell you a little bit, Wanda Doris is somebody that I met, oh my God, like, I don't know, a year ago maybe? Might have been a year. We met. It was an opportunity meeting in Moncton, and we had no clue that we were in the same town, and we were both ambassadors on different teams. And we met, I think it was at the supper after. And we kind of just talked and said, we should meet up and we should, strategize and kind of try to put our teams together. And we kind of lost touch, and I don't think we met really quickly after that. And then eventually we kind of reconnected, and we really truly feed off each other and we help each other out a lot, which is nice with Plexus. You see that a lot, that there's a lot of sidelines that help each other. Just a little, how me and Wanda are on different teams. We're still under Mark and Angela, so I'm directly under Mark. And then Wanda is under Pat, who is also, I think, under Mark, either under Mark or Angela. So we're somewhat in the same team, but we don't benefit from each other. So even if Wanda helps me find customers or gives me tips, she doesn't benefit from that. And it's the same thing other way around, but we help each other a lot, and we do meet quite a bit. So I'm going to let you take on. I just want you to talk about how you became Gold and your health experience and why you love Plexus. You're going to have to unmute. I don't know.
Okay. So hello, everybody. I'm really excited to be here. This is kind of my first official guest speaker gig with Plexus. I've been doing it for almost, can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay? Not,
yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I've been doing this. I'm trying to find a position where you're not looking at the glare on my glasses. So try that. So I've been doing this probably close to 2 years, about 18 months now. And when I started, like most people, I'm like, I'm not selling this. I was trying it. I was very skeptical. But I really just want to lose some weight. I've been trying everything, diet, exercise, and nothing was working. And within a couple months, I really saw some great results on the scale, but more importantly, with my gut health. And I don't think I realized how crappy I had been feeling before Plexus. And because I saw such a shift in my health and my energy and my sleep and, no more bloating, all that kind of stuff just went away, and I just started to feel great, and my energy was up. I was bouncing around, and anyway, it affected everything. So I could tell you stories about that, but I won't go on to that right now. But Melanie brought up a few keywords that really kind of stuck with me tonight. One of them is belief, and right from the get-go, I believe that I could do both. Because I believed in the product so much, I thought, you know what, I can do this. I had never done network marketing before, never done supplements before, and both of them were just seemed to be right up my alley. I like to help people. I started off as a nurse. The schooling didn't quite agree with me there, but and I ended up being a teacher. So I kind of feel like I can, things that I enjoy doing, I can do with Plexus as well, because I like to teach people about gut health and talk to them about that too. So I didn't really embrace the business side of things until probably within the last 6 months, really, quite honestly. I went Gold within 8 months. It was all me. There was nobody else on my team working it. It was just me sharing with friends and family. And I made a lot of mistakes, by putting my friends under my other friends to kind of help them go silver. I mean, it, those are mistakes business wise, but I kept telling myself, you know, I'm not really doing it for the money. I'm not really doing it for the business. And I still kind of believe that on one hand, you know, eventually this is all going to pay off because I'm just not ever going to quit. So, so just being a big believer in the products and what the compensation can do. So I just got my latest paycheck and I was like, this is working. I'm no longer am I putting my own money into the company. It's all coming through my own customers. And so when you're starting, I would say my piece of advice is get a couple of preferred customers so that the pressure for you to actually spend your own money to get that 100 PV is gone. So if you can't afford to buy it 1 month, but you still want to do the business, you've got a couple of customers supporting you in that way. Or if you get some sort of surplus and you don't know what to order the next month, that's happened to me a few times. Having a few customers gives you some wiggle room, I guess. And then I would start to build your business. Or if you can do both of them at the same time, that's even better. So what happened with me is I don't know, I'm driven by those double bonuses. So last October they had one and I wanted that $800. I think it worked out to $800. And I was like, you know what? I want that. And I dug deep. I made deals with people. Like I got my goal by the skin of my teeth. And I'll be honest with you, because of the way that the business can work, some people drop off, some people come back. I haven't consistently been gold since then. However, I feel like I'm on the cusp of a breakthrough with my team. I have some teammates that are starting to kind of embrace the business. So I'm really not even worried. I didn't see this as I have to be this, I have to be this, I have to be this. That's not how I work. But if you are, and this is the other word that stuck out with me with Melanie, is being consistent. And if you are consistent with both your products and they're working for you, you've got everything working well, then you can start being consistent with the business. So right from the get-go, I always share like every day, probably ad nauseum to some of my friends, but I try to find things that speak to me. I try to inspire people. I try to be a little funny. That's my own humor. So I just try to like show people a little bit about me and also share and use those opportunities to kind of plug Plexus in there a little bit. And you'd be surprised. Sometimes people will reach out to me and I was not expecting that person to reach out to me. And those are the ones that I find the most fun because they make me believe again with what I'm doing. It's important. And that we can change lives both financially and for people's health. Let's see. Oh, the other thing, I just made a few notes. Let's see. The other thing too with Plexus, for me personally, it has made me grow as a person. I never see myself as a leader. And I would say, like I said, embracing the business, I have to be a leader with my team. So it's making me do things that are not in my comfort zone. And it's making me actually work on myself. So I like fiction books. And in the last month or so, I think I've bought 3 self-help books about how to communicate with people, tips on what the most successful people in our world, what do they do? So it's made me work on myself in many, many ways. And I feel like it's been a blessing for me because I'm growing. I feel like I'm a better person. I'm nicer to people. I don't know. Everything has kind of come full circle for me with it. The other thing is I haven't found my business builder yet. I feel like I'm in contact with a couple people that definitely have a lot of potential. But I've had to be my own rock star. So, I guess my other tip for going gold would be don't wait for something to happen and just do it every day. You know, even if you only reach out to one person, be your own rock star, and reach out to even just one person a day. I get sometimes overwhelmed by all the different messages that I have to respond to in a day. So for me, reaching out to 3 people, I do that very carefully because I don't want to have to be communicating with 3 people, and because for me it gets confusing. I'm not organized. I don't write things down. I forget things. So anyway, that's one thing I'm working on too. Let's see. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Your journey's your own. Like I've been almost 2 years, and I know that I'll be solid gold by the end of my 2 years, and it'll be a solid, well-built gold. When I say I made mistakes in the beginning, I didn't lead the people that I brought with the beginning. I didn't give them the tools to succeed. So that's why they died off. That's why they dropped out or decided not to take the products or not to do the business, because they weren't getting that from me. And so I guess part of your business is also recognizing how to help your people. Like it's really about, it's really about them before it can be about you, I guess. So yeah, that's it. That's all I have.
Thank you very much.
That,
very informative.
Take something from
You can tell she's a teacher, right? She's very interesting.
I think it's good that I cut myself off because I really could have gone on all night. So
no, that's okay. That's okay. That's awesome. I do the same, so they're used to it. Sometimes Phil will come up.
I'm done.
Like too much, and then I look at the time. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I gotta stop it now. I only have about 5 minutes, so I'm just gonna talk a little bit more just about what Wanda was mentioning, and I totally agree with her when she says pre-preferred customer first. Well, not necessarily first, but it's good to have. What I want to reiterate about that is that I found that, yes, I have some people that became ambassadors right away and that were really good, and they're building their business. But I do find that the ones that were preferred customer and they become ambassadors, they're always the ones that tend to stay because they've taken the products for a while, they know about the product, they've been through the experience, and it's easier for them to kind of, promote it and talk about it. So yes, that's a great idea. Plus, you can have that money to kind of pay for your products. When you have 3 ambassadors, yes, you get money, you get a little bit less, but it's a long-term effect. It's a long-term effect where you're going to have eventually bigger teams, bigger, it's going to build. So both things are good to have in their own little ways. So that's just one thing to think about. And I like what you said, Wanda, about you're using yourself, showing yourself, putting yourself out there when you're sharing, so that it's about you. I keep iterating that a lot. It's like, make it your story. So when you do some posting, talk about yourself. Talk about, it doesn't have to be like, just about marketing and just about the product. Like just an example, I did talk about the product. One of my posting, I put the Vital Biome on. I don't even remember what I put, but anyway, I put something about me, something that I love the product and I love that it does a certain thing. So that's talking about yourself. That's making it your story. And I went through the same thing as Wanda, and it's true when you look back. I was gold really quick. But I lost it just as quick, and now we're there again. And Phil is going to become gold soon too, so we'll be both gold. But I do, and me and Wanda, we had that conversation when we met earlier. That I feel that me too. I felt that I wasn't the leader that my ambassadors deserved at the time. And I feel now that I'm still learning. I still make mistakes, but I feel that was the mistake that I did with the team that I lost. Is I wasn't there enough to support. I didn't know how to support them. But now I hope that I'm a good support to all of you, and we're all learning. We're all learning, and I'm seeing the team building more and more and more. So yeah. And people that reach out that are surprised is true. Like we have some ambassadors that you would have never thought of reaching out, that were never on my list to contact. And all of a sudden they reach us and they're like, okay, I want to become an ambassador. Tell me, how do I become an ambassador? So it's just, you never know. So, you know, when we talk about sending your messages, it's the same thing. Send them to people, your chicken list, people that you would have never thought that would become an ambassador, because you never know who your rock star is going to be. You might be a rock star by yourself for a long time. I've been through it, you know, Wanda's been through it, but you'll see it's going to come around, and you're going to find your rock stars. So thank you so much. I'm going to let you guys go now. You know, there'll be another Tuesday training next week, and I think maybe Wanda will be tagging on again, hopefully. And have a great week. And if you have any questions at all, please send me a message. Do your posting, 3 postings a day. Make sure one of them's about Plexus. It's very important. That's how you get, you know, the traffic through your Facebook page. More and more people see it. If you don't do 3 times a day, it's going to be like Krista says that all the time. It's going to be like it's your hobby. When it's your hobby, people think, oh well, it's not something that she's really passionate about. It's just, you know, she's mentioning once in a while. So you need to show your passion for them to believe in it and for them to trust you. So thank you. Good night. And we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.
Night.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming. Bye. Thanks, Wanda.
Bye, Kim.